Hello YouTube, I'm here today to do a review for the highly anticipated Ibanez BTB 7-string bass. So I'll tell you a little bit about it. I saw it online after the 2013 NAMM convention, and I went to my local guitar center. They were able to order it for me. It took a month before they got it shipped from Ibanez, but I paid $1,300 for it. But you know, it's like extra $100 for tax, so in the end it came out to be $1,400, which is a fair price considering the quality of this bass. I mean, this is the third Ibanez guitar I'm gonna own, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not a real big fan of buying guitars without playing them. But given that I've already owned two Ibanez guitars, I was pretty confident that I would like it. That's the 6-string bass over there that I have. So yeah, I'm going to let you guys know that I am a complete perfectionist, and every little nitpick thing wrong with this bass I was pretty much able to find. But yeah, that's it. So I'm going to start this off. First thing everyone likes when they see a BTB is this crazy bridge they got going on down here. It's called a monorail bridge. It's fucking camera. It's got 7 individual bridges. Like they're not. It's not one solid piece. There's 7 individual pieces, and it's kind of countersunk into the body of the guitar. It doesn't sit on top. And yeah, I mean, I can definitely notice a lot of clarity with it. When I say that, I mean if you pluck, I think this is a high F, and then the low B. I mean, they sound equally bright. You know, I had a big problem with this other bass that I had, that the low strings would get, you know, really muddy, and they just wouldn't sound the same. So it's a very well balanced guitar. And from there, I'm going to show you guys that this 7th string, I don't know if you can see or not from the video, but it's not wound like all the other bass strings. It's just a solid, so there's no winding on it. Yeah, you hear that? So I was a little surprised to see that. I wasn't expecting that, but it's not a bad thing at all. I actually kind of like it. When I'm doing tapping stuff on the higher frets, it's a little easier on my fingers. And this is one little stupid thing I like, is that it came with this thing that shows you what all the knobs do. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've walked into the Guitar Center and picked up a cool, expensive bass and not known how to work it, because there's just so many knobs and crazy shit on it. So these right here are the pickups that came with it. These are, I'm pretty sure they're made by Ibanez, CAP, C-A-P. I mean, yeah, they definitely do sound pretty good. I don't know if they're anything special or not, but I definitely like them. And yeah, this bass has a very, very high gloss finish on it. If you want to know what it feels like, imagine, like, you know, you're at school and you're on a gym floor, except it's like freshly polished. There's no scuffs, there's no marks on it or anything. Very very high gloss, very smooth and shiny. And the whole bass is like that, except for the fretboard. You can see this little bevel thing right here. It's polished on there too, so as soon as it hits the fretboard, it's unpolished. And it's even like that with the side of the bass here. The side of the fretboard is polished and the top is unpolished. So not sure about the order of the wood, the way it goes. I know this darker wood is just a veneer on top. I think it's maple, but I know the body is mahogany, and then I think you have like walnut, babinga, I don't know, some form of exotic wood, but it looks incredible. I'll say that much. It's a very artsy guitar, and it's very appealing to look at. Here, I'll show you the back of the neck. Looks nice, doesn't it? Yeah. So this is where the battery goes in the back, active pickups. Alright, and I'll just say this is an extremely heavy bass. I mean, as far as size goes, I mean, it looks pretty big, but going from a 6-string bass to this, I didn't really notice the difference too much. But it's definitely fairly heavy. And I mean, to give you an idea of the width of the neck, I mean, I have fairly large hands. And down here at the nut, I can just barely wrap my whole hand around it so my fingers touch on the other side. And down here, I mean, forget about it. This thing is massive. And these are mother of pearl markers, whatever you're going to call them. It's just a nice little touch. And even other little things like the cover that goes over the truss rod. I mean, I haven't really, I mean, I felt it a little, and it's, I mean, it looks like wood. I'm pretty sure it is wood. That would be a nice touch. I don't know if it's just plastic designed to look like wood, but it's, it does look very, very nice. And the gold hardware is just another nice touch to it. And I'm going to try to find some golden strap locks, but I don't want to replace them with silver ones just for the sake of keeping the base, you know, looking the way it is. But no, they're in there nice and sturdy. And I mean, this thing has a nice little curve on it. So when you have your strap on it, even though you don't have strap locks, I mean, it's on there nice and tight, so it's not going anywhere when you're playing. And let's go back to this this preamp over here. You have your pickup selector. You can go between you know, the neck and the bridge pickup. You have your volume, very basic, and then let me put this in the light. You have a preamp right here. You have bass, middle, and treble, and then this little switch, which is the mid frequency select. I'm not going to go into detail about it because I don't know how much it is, but makes, while I was playing it at the Guitar Center, it made it sound louder and a little softer. I guess that'd be the word for it, softer. So now, me being the perfectionist, I'm going to start picking out the little things that I didn't like in it. I mean, I was running my hands all over the entire body, and I did find one little spot over here where like the gloss wasn't perfectly smooth. I don't know, there might be like a little bubble or a dent in it. I'm not sure exactly what it is. But you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. You know, it's something you can easily live with. And what else? Certain parts around the edges, like on the headstock, probably won't even show up on the camera. But like where it's where it meets here at the top, where the veneer meets, there was like a little black scuff on it, and I tried to rub it off, and I'm guessing it's underneath the gloss. So same thing, you know, it's livable. It's just a little speck of dirt. Never really hurt anybody. And that was going to show up on the video. Yeah, there it is. That little thing right there, and that little fucker right there. Two little tiny microscopic scratches. You don't really see them, but me being the perfectionist that I am, I had to pick them out right away. And this is another thing that looks cool. The way it goes from the 23rd to the 23rd to the 24th fret. There's only a 24th fret for the 3 strings, which personally I would have preferred if they just put it all, you know, for all 7 strings. But I mean, I guess, you know, you never really play on the 24th fret for a low B string, so it's not that necessary, and it's just a cool little touch. It looks fancy. And I got this thing going on down here. This is a I don't know, a locker or something. I mean, you put your jack in there, and if you want to get it out, you have to push down on this little red tab. So I guess if you're playing live or something, it's not going to, you know, pull out on you, which is definitely a nice touch. So, I mean, overall, I'd have to give this thing an 8 out of 10, only because, I mean, it is a very nice bass, but certain stuff, I mean, the little things like the scratches and stuff, I don't really care about that, but, you know, if you see on their website and on their promotional videos, everyone makes a big deal about the 35-inch scale length. And now, it's definitely noticeable. Like when I play on the lower frets, I can feel myself having to stretch my fingers, and I can definitely feel a little bit of tension on the lower strings, but it's not at all what I was expecting. Like if you've ever picked up like a Fender jazz bass, I mean the low B strings on those things are really tight, and this one just, I mean it's tighter than the 6 string, but it's not, you know, what I was expecting. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my story. And this case they gave with it is also very nice. I'm pretty sure this is leather on top. It feels good. It's got the little Ibanez logo. And The only thing is, I mean the base fits in it completely fine, but it looks kind of small to me. Like it's a really snug fit. Like the this part of the case right here is dug in just for the strap lock there, and same thing over here. But I mean it's like edge to edge. I mean this thing is kind of wedged in here pretty tight, and it doesn't exactly sit flush. I mean I don't know about when the case is closed, but if you go like this, it doesn't sit completely flat. But I guess that's a good thing because it's not pushing on the tuner, so it will stay in tune while it's in the case, and it's a sturdy case. So yeah, that's it. Hope this was helpful, and later look forward to me uploading some videos of me playing this thing. So that's it.